People, DG, I'm back again. Thank you for tuning in each and every time. Deluded Thoughts now. This is real. The inspiration of this came off. I finished work and I went and met a friend and we went to the pub and we was talking just really about advancing our careers. Like, we're driven people, like everyone wants to. Who doesn't? If you don't want to advance yourself in some sort of way, whoever you are, whatever age you are, whatever you're doing, you shouldn't be watching my videos, because that's not what we preach. We preach self-development, whether that's courses you're trying to gain, that new job, a raise, a better position, change your circumstances, better yourself, learn a new language, whatever. Just anything that can make you a better person than you was yesterday, anything that takes you out of your comfort zone and improves you, anything that tests you, and then you look back and think, oh, right, I couldn't do it, and you've done it. That's the sort of things we're on, and that's the sort of things I like to pride myself on and be around them sort of people there, innit? Because obviously, I think I'm extremely motivated, but there's obviously times I lose my motivation or get complacent, and my friends or my circle, they stick it on me. They say, yo, DG, you need to get back into it and do these sort of things. And equally, I'm not the sort of person who's a hater, innit? We live in a world where everybody hates on someone just for the sake of hating it. If my friends or people, even strangers, are doing certain things where they're succeeding, they come from certain things, it inspires me. Because if I think, raw, if he's done it from there and what he's done is ridiculously high level and ridiculous, then I can be able to do what I'm trying to do. If he can do it, I can. Do you get it, my people? Or I think, raw, like, I would like to do that. Let me get back on my grind sort of thing. And I know a lot of people get frustrated. I get frustrated as well in life and in general. Especially when it comes to this YouTube thing, I as frustrated as I get at times with people saying they want to collab and then they act up. Have you know, the collabs are coming, people. I'm not going to tell you when, and they're not going to be with these people you might see me on the same show with, these people you want me to do it with, because to be brutally honest with you, people, I'm tired of asking. Like, half of these people, not that I know more football than anyone, but me and you, we can't sit in a room when it comes to football, because you don't look at football deeply like I do. You just want clicks and rants and raves. And I'm not with the whole people thinking they're better than man sort of thing. So I've asked everybody you've asked me to ask, I've asked them twice. Once you can miss it, twice, all right, cool, I'm not going to ask someone again. All of them have said, you will do it, we'll do this, summertime, we'll do that. You ain't seen nothing, so it's not happening, people. I don't respect people who just chat. And with that obviously can make you frustrated and things like that. Like, all these people you might see me with or see me chatting to, they're not my people. People, don't ever get it twisted. Like, there's no friends in this YouTube thing. No one is my done. No one is my boy. No one, I speak for myself, defend myself. Don't care what no one else is doing or what anyone else has to say. Do you get it? But then I remember, like, all of this, like, how can I make it make sense? One sec. Grab some juice, but how do I make it make sense? I remember to myself that the sort of person I am, where I'm coming from, these sort of things shouldn't happen, innit? Like, nothing's really happened, but the whole being on BT, the whole, just by bringing out little videos on my phone, I shouldn't have 10,000 subscribers or over that now. I shouldn't have been on all of these shows and talked about as doing this. And there's actually so many things I can't tell you behind the scenes. The amount of times I thought I was going to go clear and I haven't, and the amount of talks I've had. These things, it shouldn't happen, innit? It shouldn't be a thing for someone like me. Like, I really had to, as frustrated as I get at times, I remember, like, how can I lose in anything or fail at anything when every day I'm winning? Car, I shouldn't be in this position anyways. I shouldn't have this progress anyways. And it made me think there's two sides to every tale, really and truly. Like, nobody owes you a damn thing in this world. That's why I make a case. You lot tell me I'm well-mannered. It's not that I am well-mannered, but it's not that I'm not well-mannered. It's that I'm thanking you lot, because nobody owes me nothing. Nobody owes anybody nothing in this world. So when someone actually goes out of their way to do something for me, it warms my heart. I'm no different. As humans, we're self-absorbed. We're self-absorbed. You notice most people don't want to talk about other people. Don't want to talk. Well, I'm not talking gossiping. People just want to talk about themselves. Have you ever heard someone talk about themselves, and then you might project your problems, or someone else might project their problems? They quickly turn off. Why do you think when someone actually listens to someone, most people are very appreciative? Because we're selfish, we're self-absorbed and things like that. So rightly or wrongly, when someone does something for me, I'm like, cool. And by that same token, there's some people I'm cool with that have acted up or I've said something, and I don't like begging, innit? I have no problem asking for something. Like I said, my rule is to ask twice. Once you can forget, things can happen. Twice I've reminded you. Three, that's begging for me. Man, I'm not gonna beg no one for nothing, innit? So I asked twice, and there's been people that I still talk to that have said they're gonna do this and that and not the other, and I've just left it. Of course, it's peed me off, but I thought, you know what? You don't owe me nothing. More 9 times out of 10, you've done enough fit for a minute. Like, you're acting pally pally, you're airing, man. You're not trying to do it. You've done enough, innit? Like, that. There's a person like that. A person continuously has aired, man, and whatnot, but I look at what they've done, and I've been getting to do certain things because of them and do this and that. So I'm like, right, you've done all you can. I'm not asking to help me for something. I'm asking actually to just reply to a question, but you don't owe me nothing, innit? And yes, it's wrong, people, but when you realise nobody owes you nothing, it takes away the bitterness from you, and you're like, alright, cool. And the tables turn, people. There's people, when I first started out this YouTube thing, people, I'll take you back to the days. I was them failed rappers. I was, if you had an app, and I'd salute all of you lot that are still subscribed and follow me on Twitter after the spamming I used to do. Thank you very much. Because I would at everybody until my Twitter got locked off. Twitter said you couldn't what I used to do, go on Arsenal Fan TV first and foremost. That's all the Arsenal fans. First and foremost, click on their followers because I've got enough subscriber them on Twitter. At everyone until the ting burned out. Then I'll go on the video, see who's commenting, do the same thing. I would at my own subscribers. I would go on Sky Sports subscribers. Keep saying subscribers, Twitter followers. Do you get it, people? When I was doing that, I used to ask people for a certain someone for something. They acted up. And I'm a sort of person, I see people, even in my professional career, like I'm kind of being blocked from doing something in my workplace that I would like to do to advance myself. But I'm a sort of person, I know I'm confident, I'm not overconfident, I'm confident in my abilities. I know I'm a football man, I don't know everything about football. I live and breathe this football thing, I really love it. You lot know me, if anything, the right word is genuine. So with that in mind, I would ask someone something, and then it's like they're giving me iffy replies, or they're saying, yeah, I don't know if this and that. That's cool, you might not know who I am, but I know who I am, innit? So once I hear this, I'm like, alright, cool, yo, waste, man, you're going to regret that. This same person messages me, oh, do you want to go on my show? Do you want to come on my podcast? No, F off, blood, I don't want to be in it. And there's nothing wrong with that, because when the ace was in your pack, you rejected, man, you turf, man, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but the tables turn. Like, do you get it? There's people I probably blew off, and if they get somewhere tomorrow, I'm not gonna shout them because I'm not bred. But if I did, I cannot. And they kind of tell me, shut up, man. What you chatting for? How can you be subscribed? How can you be thingy, people? I get annoyed, man, because there's obviously people. I don't think I'm close with anyone, but there's people within the footballing world, not just YouTube, that you see me reply it, talking to, you might even see in pictures, but when I'm asking you something, you're airing it and things. Like, if we're meant to be peoples, you don't do that, innit? But then I realise that you got to judge people on their own principles. You don't know, one, you got to judge people on their own principles. Two, you don't really know what's going on in someone's life and with someone. They might have legitimately just messed it up. And three, I'd say you've got to realise you're not important. Like, you're not the priority to someone. Like, someone, obviously, and this more so applies to my YouTube career. Like, I've signed some certain deals and done certain things and spoke with certain people. And it's almost, I didn't say little, man, but you're not giving, man, the attention. You're not replying to me, or you're not doing certain things in a way that if I was 1 million subscribers or one of the more established ones, you wouldn't chat to me like, or you wouldn't do it. And I get it, people. I get it. Because 10,000 subscribers is 10 million to me. But I'm just not that important. So you're going to act up. That's cool. Mental note. Watch when it happens. You see what I'm saying? Certain other channels, why do you think I'm not on it, people? Because you don't know how to talk the realness. But I'm not talking mad topics and saying mad things and got mad amounts of subscribers. So it might not be necessarily right for other channels to bring me in and put me on and things like that, because they just don't seem it feasible, and they might have other priorities, and I get that. While it might annoy me, I get that, but the table's always done, really and truly. Just look at the progress. In under 3 years, we have 10,000 subscribers. Like, I look at some of these more, I bring out the most vids, it's a fact, but certain people who bring out less vids get more views, more subscribers, and they're more on this acting all sensational and stuff. They haven't got the reach, they haven't got the audience, and they haven't actually got the total views on their channels. Like, man, we're in the millions now. Certain people don't have that, because if they're not ranting and raving, these people are talking nonsense. I pride myself on talking exactly what I feel about, and I'd like to feel, regardless of if you think I'm right or wrong, you get a sense of genuineness. You lot call me level-headed and these things. I thank you very much. I'd actually like to bring out a show where I have a bit of fun with it, because I can do this banter thing and banter teams and stuff like that, like I do with my friends. And I'd like you lot to see my personality a bit more. You see it here and there, but some of you lot probably think I'm this boring guy. I'm one of the most turn-up fun guys, man. I never stop chatting and that. But it will come, people. But it's like, that's what I got solace from, in the sense that nobody owes you anything, innit? I don't owe no one nothing. Nobody owes me nothing. Like, nobody owes me nothing. And to be fair, subscribers taught me that as well. I don't owe no one a reply. I don't owe no one nothing, because I'm a mad cool guy. I reply to all your subscribers and stuff like that. Sometimes it gets ridiculous. Like, some of you love to chat, innit? Like, chat too much, innit? Chatting. You might see one vid you don't like or an opinion. That's not actually mad. You just literally disagree with my opinion, and it shows me how fickle football is. You're ready to abuse, man, and this and that. And I give you the other day, there's a you on Twitter, always sucking my bum, asking me questions, blah, blah, blah. Can I send him this vid, that vid? Then he tries to call me on the timeline. Do you get it? Like, people, that's why I've kind of shut myself off from everybody, really and truly, like a healthy distance, in that I'm always, my face is out there. I always have to bring out vids and stuff like that and reply to you lot. Like I say, I like replying to you lot. But I have to keep a healthy bit for myself, because when you're too in and too accessible, people think they can tell you things about yourself. People think they can tell you about you. So this is how I feel, man. I just take solace in the fact that nobody owes me nothing. You'll get to where you need to get to. Everything will fall into place. Of course, people, I sit there and ask myself, why are you airing? Why are you not messaging? Like, why promise this and then not do it? Why are you just like... The one that really annoys me, especially when I know the person, is ignoring. I'm not talking blue ticks, you trying to chat to a beanie and link her and she aired you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about man are saying things, then they're airing you, or like things you need to depend on, they're airing you. And just things, you're asking, man, simple things. Like, simple. I remember I asked her, Donny, what camera does he use? He aired it. So what am I going to follow man on Twitter for? I'm not going to read you that. If you can't, fair enough, your day might be busy and whatnot, and I'm not saying you need to reply straight away, but if you can't give me the time of day for something basic like that, then I don't, like, what do man need from you? Like, I don't need nothing from no one, but do you get it? Like, what can we do with anyone? And I'm not one of these dons that are on this fake thing. I'm pretty sure you lot have seen me. When I'm on all of these shows, my face is screwed up. Cause man don't know none of you lot. Man's not doing the pally thing. Like, I'm not doing the pally thing with people I don't know, really, and I don't trust. I don't trust that. I think one benefit of me is I don't trust no one. One gift and a curse, I don't trust no one. I don't put nothing past no one. If I don't know you, I don't owe you. And I really believe in loose lips sink ships. Like, I will not say one thing. Like, my mother actually told me, don't say more than necessary. Don't chat off your business, because people love to chat. And this football world, trust me, these YouTubers are bitches, man. All bitches. Like, they all bitch about each other. Trust me, they all bitch about each other. They all talk about each other. They smile in their faces, because I see it. But when I'm in these situations, people, I do the smart thing. You got 2 ears. I was about to get it wrong, but you got 2 ears, 1 mouth. Use the ratio. I'll only talk when there's something necessary. But these ears, do you know how many times I've sat down and I'm on an anti-ting more time. I'm just on my phone, innit? But just from listening to what people are saying, I'm just like, right. So if you'll say that about him, man, you lot have been boys for this long, what would you say about me? What are you saying about me when I leave the room? Do you get it, people? That's why I'm on my own thing, like, really and truly. I'm not with this spreading these YouTubers and kissing up to man and doing all these things, because I don't need to be doing that. Like, that's not me. I'm not on that. Man, we're humans. Like, we're just talking about football. It's not like it's, you know, if it's Alicia Keys or, you know, Ali Berry in her prime, you know, something like that. It's a bit different, but... yeah, in all seriousness, people, man, just keep trying. Things fall into place. Even if you feel like there's no hope, you've got to get through it. Because reality is, people, whether you want to start a business, become a doctor, anything you've got, life isn't giving it, people. People are not giving you chances. I've seen it in YouTube. People are scared. It's weird because the only way you can win is if everyone wins, but people are scared you're going to take their spots. Nobody wants to give you their shirt. If it's like, imagine you're playing football, people, and you're a centre-half or right-back or whatever, and there's a new one in your position, there's a new player in your position. You want to play games. You don't want that person to take your shirt, so you're not going to go, oh, here, DG, take your shirt. People are scared. I don't know why, but people are scared of me. For some reason, people must think if I'm on their show, or I'm on their thing, or I'm on this thing, then it's going to take away attention from them. It probably would, because they've already done it to themselves, because if they're not ranting and raving, they're not getting anywhere. But that's how it is. I've learned people are like that. No one wants to give you nothing. People are scared to do certain things for you. You have to, and also off the back of that, you have to force any issue you want. If you want to make it somewhere, you have to force it, guy. No one giving it to you. You have to open up your mouth. That's one thing I learned in my professional life at my job. I was being given opportunity, not in the last role, but not my latest role, but my last role. I was being given opportunities, but I wanted more. So I signed myself, open up my mouth. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that. If I'm not going to get it, I'm going to keep it moving, really and truly. Do you get it? you've got to take it. No one ain't giving you nothing. You got to take it. And if one person acts, alright, cool, F off. We move forward, man. When one door closes, the next one opens, man. And then these people will look back and be like, rah, because it happens. It happens. There's one individual, ironically, I've bumped paths with already. If anyone's been to the Kick Out events hosted by Troy Townsend, Troy, if you'd like to, ironically, if you'd like to reply to my DMs, here we go. No, Troy's cool, man. But where was I going with this? I can't remember the trailer of thought I just had, and I was about to say something really good. Yeah, that's it. There's an individual at one of the Kick Out events. I was like, listen, you got to bust me in your podcast and your thing. I'm serious. I'm with this, innit? Same thing I said to Robbie. The difference is I ended up on Robbie's thing. They were like, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that. Message me on Twitter. Message once. No, we can't do this week. Alright, that's cool. He said, message me again on this day. Message him on this day. Acting. 2 legit ones. I thought, alright, cool. This is kind of where the 2 strike rule came on. 3, and really what annoyed me is, they said something along the lines is, we'll get you on, but there's a lot of guests right now. That's cool. You're allowed a lot of guests. Like I said, I'm not the most important person in the world, but it's that sort of thing. You're trying to little man me. You're trying to take man for a waste, man. Like, if you replied first time with that and said it in a different way, then I could be like, cool. But you don't value me. You don't value my time. I don't like when someone doesn't value my time. You don't even have to like me as a person. If someone doesn't value your time, people, they don't rate you. They don't rate you. They do not rate you. So I saw that and I was like, cool, I'm gonna fall back and graft and do my thing. Fast forward a couple months later, DM. You can't DM me. You DM me. F off. Delete DM. Unfollow. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You see me in these events and whatnot. Keep it moving. We don't need to shake hands. Trying to shake my hand. We don't need to shake hands. That's not me being an anti thing. I'm very loving. I'm very forgiving and things like that. But if we don't need to be cool, I'm not gonna force it. Like, if you act, I can act as well. Like, I can. Silver or lead. I can offer you silver. We can all make money, or lead, and that we can be enemies and things like that. Like, I ain't got no problems with no one. I ain't watching no one but myself. But these are certain things. If people can act any way to me, then I'm reserved the right to do it. But nobody's gonna give you nothing in this life, people. You have to take it. That's something I've always known. But in the last 3 years, I've really understood you have to take it. And if no one's gonna give it to you, you have to take it. Like, don't get complacent in any circumstances. Don't get comfortable in any circumstances. Remove yourself from any situations where you're not growing, whether that's personal relationships, personal life, professional environment, or professional life. That's just me anyways. What do I know? This is just deluded thoughts, and I thought I'll get some ish off my chest. But next season, 2019, 2020, I don't know what it's gonna have for me. I hope it's one to remember. Last season was a good one. I mean, we reached 10,000 subscribers. We did that before the season ended. Or we reached something significant, really and truly, people. Can't remember ever reaching. Obviously, the BT and actually being nominated for the Football Blog Awards is something that warmed my heart. I was shocked by the amount, like, to see my name with some of them other YouTubers that get the mad clout and things. You lot really pushed me and propelled me into that one. Hopefully, next season is more of the same. Who knows where it will take me, but one thing you can rest assured, people, is that I'll act be sincere, I'll act with honesty, and I'll just keep the commitment levels that will always stay the same. That's all I can ask of myself. The minute I've always prided myself in this YouTube thing. I'm not going to say things for the sake of saying things. The minute I feel like I'm doing that, which will never happen, because people will get onto me very quickly, I'll stop this. And the minute I can't look myself in the mirror and say I'm being true to myself, there's an issue. Most people don't want to be authentic. And when I say authentic, you know how people always say I'm a real person and this and that. What I mean by that is being true to yourself, being who you are. Because I don't know about anyone, but I can see through the fakeness on these YouTubers and these things. I can see when people are putting on acts, are acting all hype and stuff. And if that's what works for them, if that's what pays their bills, then what can I tell you? I think you're a mug, but what can I tell you? Do you get it? That's not me in it. I only want to, in my whole life, I know I'm 24 years of age now. Looking back on my deathbed, I want to say I acted with honesty. I did things I believed in. I wasn't pushed into certain things, and I really tried to help people. That's what I once said about me on my deathbed, and that's what I'm working towards. I just wanted to say I was someone who was honest, someone who tried to help people. Most importantly, someone who stayed true to themselves, people. I've got nothing more to add. We've been here for about 9 minutes too long, but I thought I'd get this off my chest, man. I think I hate doing, maybe this could be a separate video. I actually hate doing videos, but it provides therapy. It really, similar to talking about football. And actually I've found out writing now. Like, I think you've got to look at mental releases, and I do think YouTube gives me a lot of stress in the videos, and always having to speak about some sort of topic. It does stress me out, people. It does take its toll, but it's provided some sort of therapy, man, really and truly, man. Because there was a point in my life where nothing was going right, certain things were happening in my personal life. Talking about Arsenal on the weekend or whatever Arsenal news there was the only, for around 2 to 10 minutes, was the only escape I had, people. Really and truly. On that note, I'm going to get out of here, man. People, DG, thank you for watching and rocking as usual. I'm out.